Robert Redford was one of the greatest names in modern Hollywood. The 89-year-old actor died early this morning at his home in Utah. That's according to his publicist.
Hollywood is in tears. A nation mourns because high in the quiet mountains of Utah, one of the most beautiful men ever to grace the silver screen has taken his final bow. Robert Redford is gone at 89. And the tributes flooding in are as moving as they are powerful. None, however, more heartfelt than the words of Meryl Streep, the woman who knew him better than most. But before we begin this story of love, loss, and legacy, if you cherish the golden age of Hollywood as much as we do, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps us keep these timeless stories alive. How did Robert Redford pass? And what is Hollywood saying about him? Join us as we uncover the powerful tribute that stunned the world and the remarkable life of a legend. Born August 18, 1936 in Santa Monica, California, Charles Robert Redford Jr. was the son of an oil company accountant and a homemaker. He wasn't always the golden boy. In fact, as a teenager, he got into trouble, stealing hubcaps, drinking too much, and even losing a college baseball scholarship because of it. But behind the mischief was a boy with a gift for art. After wandering through Europe, trying to live the life of a painter, Redford eventually admitted his work wasn't original. So he returned to New York, enrolling first in art and design, and later in acting classes at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. By 1960, he was already making waves on Broadway with Barefoot in the Park, a role that propelled him straight into stardom. Redford's rise was meteoric. His all-American charm and quiet intensity made him a natural for the screen. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in 1969 made him a household name. And by 1973, films like The Sting and The Way We Were cemented him as the #1 box office star in the country. But Redford was never just about being beautiful. He was about vision, about purpose. He poured his fortune into land in Utah, where he built Sundance Resort, and in 1980 he launched the Sundance Institute, a haven for independent filmmakers. Thanks to him, voices like Quentin Tarantino, Steven Soderbergh, and Paul Thomas Anderson found their start. As Redford himself once said, "The word for me has always been independence. The industry was controlled by the mainstream, but I saw other stories out there that deserved to be told." That was Robert Redford, the dreamer who used his fame to lift others up. Behind the glamour was a life touched by loss. As a boy, he survived polio. Later, his infant son Scott died suddenly, a heartbreak that scarred his young family. Years later, his daughter Shauna's boyfriend was murdered, and his son James battled lifelong illness before passing away in 2020. Redford rarely spoke publicly about these tragedies, but he admitted they shaped him. "You bear the brunt of whatever comes your way, and you do it with grace." Despite grief, he pressed on, acting, directing, and building one of Hollywood's most enduring legacies. On September 16, 2025, Robert Redford passed away peacefully at his Utah home, surrounded by family.
But there's something about hearing that takes you back to so many things that hits different to me.
Right. I knew that. I didn't know that he was ill. And he also...
Hollywood's reaction was immediate. Barbra Streisand called him charismatic, intelligent, and one of the finest actors ever. Jane Fonda said the news left her in tears, remembering him as a beautiful person in every way. James Gunn, Antonio Banderas, Ron Howard, and countless others praised his talent and influence. Even political figures, from presidents to governors, paid tribute to the man who gave Utah and the world the gift of Sundance. But it was Meryl Streep's words that cut deepest. Her simple tribute read, "One of the lions has passed. Rest in peace, my lovely friend." Their chemistry was immortalized in Out of Africa, 1985, Sidney Pollack's sweeping romantic epic. Audiences will never forget the iconic scene where Redford tenderly washes Streep's hair by the river. What looked effortless was in truth awkward at first, until Streep's stylist gave Redford a quick lesson. By take 5, she later admitted, "I was so in love." Their partnership wasn't just about on-screen romance. It was about mutual respect. He admired her artistry. Streep adored his natural ease and quiet depth. Together, they created one of cinema's most timeless love stories, one built not on Hollywood spectacle, but authenticity.
Robert Redford left more than films behind. He left Sundance, which became a launchpad for countless careers. He left a body of work that balanced charm with substance. And he left behind a reminder that real stardom isn't about beauty or fame. It's about using your platform to give others a voice. He is survived by his wife, Sibel, his children and grandchildren, who will remember him not as the movie star, but as the man, the father, the husband, the friend. Hollywood has lost a lion, but Robert Redford's roar will echo forever through the films he made, the artists he nurtured, and the love he shared. That's Robert Redford's true story. A legend, a visionary, and, as Meryl Streep said, forever a lion. And if you'd like to keep celebrating the lives and legacies of Hollywood's greatest stars, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. It means the world to us, and it ensures these stories live on.